Hello folks! So far we've talked about gathering water, filtering water, distilling water, storing water, and heating water in order to survive a long-term disaster in suburbia. But now we are going to talk about using water. We all think about needing water to drink, but we don't always consider having water to stay clean and to go to the bathroom. One has to remember that pumps are used to bring you water, but pumps are also used to take your sewage away. They both require electricity to operate. It is true that for a given time, water will go down the sink and your toilet will continue to flush. But at a certain point, they won't. The sewage system will back up. And as a worst case scenario, if you live at a lower level or a lower grade than your neighbors, their sewage may back up into your home. Not a very pleasant thought. In this first video, we will focus on some options for getting clean and a replacement for your bathtub and shower. Initially, one could use cleansing body wipes, but eventually those may run out, so let's move on to some other options. First, you're going to need something to bathe in. This could be as simple as a large plastic storage bin, shown here. Remember, water may no longer drain out of your tub, you could also have sewage in it, and we may have returned to the age of the last one to use the bath water. Although we do have inexpensive filters, such as the Sawyer Mini, that would allow you to filter the water between uses. If water is scarce in your area, you may not have enough water to fill that large storage bin. In that case, another alternative would be to stand in a shallow storage bin, such as those used under beds, like the one shown on the left. Then have clean water in a 5-gallon bucket, along with soap and a sponge. If you know a good sustainable way of making soap, please share, because that is something that is still on my to-do list. Also, as a note, be careful while using that shallow bin to collect your water for reuse, as its surface can get extremely slippery. I would recommend putting a bath mat or grip tape on the bottom of the bucket. Both of these options, while I'm showing them outside, could be used in your existing bathroom. Let's look at some other products, assuming water is more plentiful in your area. If you have easy access to water, you may want to set up a solar shower. We're going to review two products: the 5-gallon solar shower from Seattle Sports, shown on the right, and the Trekker Fold-A-Privy from Cabela on the left. For the solar shower, we're going to see how warm the water gets and how long a shower would actually last off of the 5-gallon bag. For the Fold-A-Privy, we're going to take a look at its features and benefits. Remember, since this is a solar shower, we need the water outside to heat up, and folks will want some privacy. And hanging that 40-pound bag of water may not be feasible inside an existing bathroom, but it can easily be done with a hook off an outdoor beam or eave. In my case, I will show you everything set up suspended from a second-floor deck. Now, to the Fold-A-Privy. It is one of those spring-loaded, spin in a circle and fold it flat designs. It is 27 inches in diameter and a couple inches thick when folded flat. It is a bit bigger than I had expected, but this just means that it's more roomy inside once it's set up. So here's the Fold-A-Privy set up. It is approximately 48 inches square at the base and a little over 7 feet tall. The door opening, however, is only 5 feet tall, so you will have to duck as you get in, and that is a zipper closed door. Now as we move closer into the Fold-A-Privy, you'll notice at the base there is a nice little tarp that they provide to you, and it connects to the upper tent body via Velcro tabs in order to keep it in place. However, I've found that the tarp can get slippery in use, and also sometimes you still end up stepping in a mud puddle if you're in a depression. So what I've done is I've put some paving blocks underneath my tarp in order to raise it up. So I can run with just the paving blocks or bricks, or I can use the tarp as well. Notice my little shallow under the bed bin still fits in the Fold-A-Privy with room to spare in case I'm recycling water. Now I'm going to try to step in there and show you some of the features inside. So inside, on each side, there's a little mesh pocket for you to hang any soap or shampoo. On one side, there is also a zippered opening that you can get to a hanging strap for a towel on the outside. You can keep this closed so bugs don't come in with you. Also, there's a netted roof, and also the roof has a zippered opening for you to bring in your shower. Now, as we look at the outside of the privy, you can see the zipper. That was that little access way I showed you before. Underneath it, there's a strap for hanging a towel. And then at the bottom of the folded privy on each side is a little pocket for loading up with sand. They give you 4 aluminum stakes to stake it down, but they also give you 4 little bags that you can use to fill with sand if you're attempting to use this in a beach environment to keep it from blowing away in the wind. Here's the camp shower from Seattle Sports. It's the 5-gallon version. It's made out of heavy-duty vinyl and has a nice dowel rod across the top as well as a hanging strap, which makes it easy to carry and hang. Their instructions say to fill it, leave it in the sun for 3 hours, and then enjoy your shower. So that is what we're going to do. I have filled it up. The initial temperature of the water in the bag was 79 degrees. 3 hours from now, we'll come back and we'll see how warm the water has become and how long the stream lasts out of this shower. So yesterday I left the bag out for 3.5 hours, and the temperature in the bag only got up to 97 degrees. It was a 90-degree day high yesterday, and the box says that this should get up to 115 degrees on a 70-degree day. And yesterday was fairly overcast, so I've left it out again today for another 3 hours. The high today is 92 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and stick my thermometer in it and see what temperature we get. Okay, we're looking about 109 degrees. 111. See how hot it eventually ends up getting. Looks like it's going to stay at 111, so that's about 20 degrees hotter than the temperature is outside, so that's a fairly good deal. So here's the shower on to give you some idea of the force of the spray that's coming out of there. I will time it and let you know how long that lasts. So the solar shower managed to completely drain in a little over 6 minutes 30 seconds. Obviously you could make that last longer if you were turning it on and off while you were taking your shower. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully it has given you some ideas on how to stay clean during a disaster, whether that's a bucket and a sponge or a full-on solar shower with an outdoor privy. If you have additional ideas or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section. As always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.